Hello and welcome to yourlocalnote.com. We've got another vidcast. Appreciate you checking us out this evening. We're going to be featuring Jeanette Lynne. She's traveling all the way in from the western part of the city. Chester, I guess, right? Chester Springs? Okay, she's joining us and we're happy to have her, and we're going to talk to her about her music and her career. Also, we are streaming 24/7. Nothing but the best Philadelphia area music from the best Philadelphia area bands and musicians. That's 24/7. You can download it with our free app, YLN, at the respective stores. Just type it in and you can download it for free. If it has to do with Philadelphia area music and the musicians and the bands, you got to come to yourlocalnote.com to find out what's going on. All right, so we're going to start everything off with the song My Angel from Jeanette Lynne. It's from her album You've Got Me. You've Got Me is the album on yourlocalnote.com.
Dresses in black. My angel likes to talk back. My angel smokes on cigarettes in the backseat of my car. My angel is a devil making fools of us all. 'Cause when you blush, I feel the rush, and when you cry, I feel alone. Never thought that it'd be possible. An angel on the phone. Never wanted to be an angel. You never said that you would be my angel. To cry. My angel never fell out of the sky. My angel smokes those cigarettes in the backseat of my car. My angel walks up, takes a seat, orders drinks up at the bar. My angel is not an angel at all. 'Cause when you blush, I feel the rush, and when you cry, I feel alone. Never thought that it'd be possible. An angel on the phone. Never wanted to be an angel. You never said that you would be my angel. I've always wanted to meet an angel. You're not an angel at all. You're not an angel at all. You're not an angel at all. You're not an angel at all.
The song is called My Angel. The singer is Jeanette Lynne, and the album is You've Got Me, and this is yourlocalnote.com. Thank you so much for checking us out on the vidcast. Jeanette, welcome to yourlocalnote.com.
Thank you.
Appreciate you joining us.
Woo.
How was the drive in?
It was all right. There was a good amount of traffic. It was scary, actually.
Isn't there always on the Schuylkill?
Worked out perfect.
Okay, great. All right, let's talk about your song, My Angel. Obviously, you wrote the song.
Yes.
What is this song about?
Well, I like to tell people it's about John Travolta from the movie Michael.
Okay.
I binge watched it one weekend after I forgot completely about it.
And you watched it again.
Little pieces of it just found their way into how I was feeling at the time and created this song.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Very nice. Now, does that happen often where you get an idea, you see something, or do you have to have experience it in order to write about it, or is it a combination of both?
It seems to be I need to experience it. Sometimes I've written from my friends' experiences.
Okay.
But it never feels like when I play it, it's hard to go to that place because I didn't feel that
right
in the time.
Okay. So do you find do those types of songs, even though you do write them, sort of get put aside because you don't have the same feeling?
Yeah, and every once in a while someone will tell me, why don't you play that song anymore? I'm like, I kind of, I didn't feel like playing it. I forgot about it almost.
Right. Okay. Very good. So, You've Got Me, is that your first only album out?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been writing songs, I guess?
I started writing songs when I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
I started playing guitar when I was 14.
Okay.
And I decided that I just wanted to voice my own, my own opinions and get out there.
Right. And is there anybody that you look at and said, this person was a big influence when I heard their song, I knew this is what I wanted to do?
Definitely. Once I realized I loved songwriting, I looked into Berklee School of Music.
Right. And
there was another local songwriter called Liz Longley from Westchester.
Okay.
And I lived in Westchester at the time, and she's amazing. She's in Nashville. She just got signed to Sugar Hill Records.
Oh, nice.
I've been following her career and her songs. When You've Got Trouble is a song of hers that will forever be with me.
And that was a song that sort of spoke to you and said, this is something I would like to continue to do.
Yes.
Do you have some of the songs that you first wrote and maybe look back and say, maybe I should rework this?
Some yes, and some I hope never resurface. We'll see. I don't know.
Okay. Now, the songs, now you have the album, You've Got Me. The process of putting these songs together, how many songs did you have to choose from for this album?
For that album, since I had every song I've ever written kind of to look at, it ended up being like 90 songs.
Really?
Honestly, but I ended up keeping the ones I wrote later.
Okay.
Maybe like one stuck on there that was a little bit older, but...
Okay. Do you feel a lot of your older stuff, obviously you're younger when you wrote it, you look back and say, okay, I get what I was doing at the time, but it's just not to where I expected to be now.
The melodies were good, the lyrics were needing some help. They're very teenage and angsty, and I wanted to play electric guitar too, so it was a little bit too much.
Have you, you do your solo stuff, but you do also play with a band.
I do. Right now I'm in a band called Saturn Diamond, and it's like Black Keys meets Phanogram and Lord. Okay. So it's a little heavier bluesy, but with electronic stuff.
Okay.
So I play synth keyboards, and I switch electric guitar and sing, and co-lead singing. So it's
okay. Is this something that you do because it allows you to flex your musical muscles?
Yes. I miss rocking out, and I don't know how to get that from playing acoustic solo. Okay. So I'm trying to find a happy outlet where I can jam with friends, too, and play different venues.
All right. So it keeps you busy.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. We're going to go to a song number 2. You're going to play this live for us.
Yes.
All right. The song is called Everything Is Better. It's off the album You've Got Me, which was released in 2013. So you'll play this live, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about this song, okay?
Cool.
We're hanging with Jeanette Lynne on yourlocalnote.com.
Thank you.
All right, Jeanette Lynne and Everything is Better from the album You've Got Me. You're hanging with yourlocalnote.com. All right, Jeanette, let's talk about this song. What is this song about?
It's actually, I was in a relationship at the time, and everything was just better when that person was around. So it just kind of took me by surprise one day. It just came out in like 15 minutes.
It was an easy song to write.
Yeah.
Do you, because some songwriters need to have something, well, not pleasant going on in their life to get the better songs in as far as their opinion is concerned. Mm-hmm. Do you, it seems like when they're really happy, the songs they're not as happy with when they're really, dark or down, that they seem to write a more emotional and stronger song. Do you find that, or does it matter? You just like to write songs?
It used to be that I could always write when I was in a happy mood, and until recently, going through a breakup, and I've actually found a lot more comfort writing from a darker place. Okay. Which will be kind of on my new album. That feeling is changing from that's a very happy music, and this is still happy, but...
Do you find it therapeutic?
Very much. If anything, I like these songs for myself, so I would just play them for myself and not play them anywhere. But I enjoy performing, so it's kind of my diary on stage, in a way. It's just me relaxing and getting these emotions out without seeing a psychiatrist.
Okay, basically. It's cheaper, right?
Yes, much cheaper.
Okay. Now, when you're writing songs, now you say you play with a band. Do you write songs also with the band, too, or is it mainly just solo?
It's funny because I'm actually in another band, so I'm in this all-girl group called the Bad Apples, too.
So you're in three bands. You're in two bands and you have a solo career.
Yes, and I collaborate with people whenever I can in the area, so I'm always writing, and if I can co-write with someone that's comfortable with it, it works out great.
Okay, so I mean, I guess it was leading to my next question, which was, as a solo artist, you're writing... Do you ever get like a writer's block, and is there someone you can go to and say, hey, I'm working on this, what do you think of this, and maybe they give you a suggestion or something like that?
Not my dad's actually been that person.
Oh, really?
I go through writer's blocks a lot. And
is he a musician too?
He's not, but he appreciates what I do. He sees how much time I spend on it, and he...
So he respects that.
I respect his opinion on it because he's been with me following it forever.
He's your biggest fan.
Yeah, he'll tell me when something that doesn't sound good.
Oh, really?
That doesn't sound right. Like, I'll tell you where to adjust your pitch in that. I'm like, all right, Dad. I haven't heard you sing yet, but it's okay. Not good.
That's funny. That's funny. So you ever look at him sometimes and say, Dad, you don't know what you're talking about?
We're both very passive, so I just kind of like, okay. We'll get back to that,
Very nice. Okay. So with the band, then you're in two different bands. One band, it seems like you're just there to be a member of it. It's sort of a different outlet.
Yeah.
Not the all-girl band. That you're a member of it, and you're just and that's okay. And then now this other all-girl band, you're, I guess, a little more proactive in it.
I do. I tend to sing lead a lot on the songs. We actually do a lot of cover songs, and we play in bars, and we get paid to do, play out.
Is that going to stay that way? That's sort of your way to make some extra bucks, because we know cover bands make a little bit more than original bands, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's very weird how that works. You get paid to play other people's songs, but you don't to play your own.
Yeah, so. It's the frustration and the journey that you go through with this. So that's mainly a cover band then, the all-girl band.
Yeah, we have a couple originals, but we're working on a demo. We're going to see what happens with that.
Will you try to go all original with that band?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to try. We just have to keep writing. That's all. Get together. They all live in Jersey, and I'm out here, so...
So it makes it difficult. Although technology helps. You got Skype and things.
Yes. FaceTime.
Now, with that, do you find yourself thinking differently when you're working on songs for that band?
Definitely, because we all sing, and it's four girls. We all can pretty much play any instrument, so we have to think arrangement-wise, and it helps me, I can hear it all in my head, and we can actually make it happen at practice, kind of.
So you do the songwriting when you're together?
Yeah, we try.
Do you ever take some of the songs you've written in the past and say, hey, maybe we can play this, or play with this and rework it? Yeah,
we encourage that, because we all write. We're all solo people by ourselves, and we've come together.
That's got to be an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
Because as a solo artist, you call all the shots, and a lot of times with bands, you've got one or two de facto leaders.
Yeah.
And here you seems like you got four people who would, are comfortable being in the leadership role.
It's been a struggle. I think if we figured out our leadership areas, things would go probably quicker. But I mean, it's just awesome. We have so much material to work from, and we're all very open to suggestions.
Oh, okay.
And if we don't like it, we just say,
You have to take a vote.
Yeah,
and
pretty
it doesn't
much.
seem like you want to. You're not the type of person who will try to say something direct if you think it's going to hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
So that makes
it's a struggle.
See, I don't have to worry about that with Mike. Mike will tell me right away if I'm doing something or saying something stupid. I don't have to worry about that.
You're off the air.
Yeah. Okay, so that's interesting. So you're going in a lot of different directions. How do you then, when you're writing for yourself, how do you not bleed into other things? Your other groups.
I try to keep, when I start writing new songs, I try and see what they're going to do for me. And if I think it's going to be like my song for an album or something, I keep it to myself and I try and work on it. Bleeding wise, it's not too much a problem. With the girls, we all play acoustic.
Okay.
And the other band, I'm in a co-writing situation with my friend Jamie Victor, and he's in another Philly band called Sweet Eureka that just got back together, so timing's getting a little weird for everybody.
I was going to say, you must have scheduling difficulty. I see you have a book in front of you. Is that your schedule? I got to be on this day with
It's a
this
new
band?
book. My other one, pretty much, it's my everything book.
Okay.
Just kind of
you write
doodles and
put everything down because you have to keep everything straight with the different bands and where you're going to be. Mm-hmm. Show up one place thinking you're going to play with another band, and you're like, well,
I forgot all my instruments. Oops. I'm here.
That's funny. Okay. All right. So you did mention that you're putting stuff together for another album. Are you close, or you still have to write some more songs?
I pretty much have all the songs. I have too many songs now, but I have a bunch of songs that aren't finished that I'd like to see if they can make it on there.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to finish those up because they're the most.
And you're going to do a full album?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this. Why don't we have you play live again, the third song, and we'll come back, we'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about the album that you made in 2013 and what you are looking forward to do, maybe something different for your next album. Okay? The song is called What Can I Say? It's off the album You've Got Me. This is Jeanette Lynne, and we're hanging with her on yourlocalnote.com.
When you're feeling low, want you to know you can call me anytime. When you feel alone, when I'm with you, you're always on my mind, and I can't wait to see you. Put my arms around you. What can I say? What can I say? I want to hear your voice. Want you to know that I love the things you say, when all I can hear is noise. When I'm with you, it all fades away, and I can't wait to see you. Put my arms around you. What can I say? What can I say? Feels like I'm just hopeless when it comes to love. Feels like lately the old me has been swept under the rug. Feels like nothing I've done was ever good enough. Feels like I'm just hopeless when it comes to love, but I can't wait to see you put my arms around you. I can't wait to see you put my arms around you. What can I say? What can I say?
All right, very nice. That is Jeanette Lynne, and the song is called What Can I Say, off the album You've Got Me. What is that song about, Jeanette?
It's about a lot. It's also relationship driven, but I've met someone that's been pretty cool to me lately. So actually, that song and the last song I played aren't on that album, but they're hopefully on my next album.
Oh, okay.
They're both brand new.
Oh, the two songs. Oh, okay. I misinterpreted that then. Okay, the last two songs, Everything Is Better, and What Can I Say, are going to be our new songs that you wrote, and they will be hopefully on your upcoming album.
Yes.
Okay, very nice. Got that straightened out. Very cool. All right, let's talk about your album, You've Got Me. Now, did you? Where did you record that album?
I recorded at Morningstar Studios with Glenn Barrett.
Okay, and how much input did you have? This was your first album, right?
Yeah.
So your first experience recording music and stuff?
Yeah. It's funny because I had a lot of demos, so I pretty much knew how I wanted the songs to turn out, and I wanted it to be a representation of me playing live with some added harmonies and guitars that you wouldn't see live.
Okay.
So I basically co-produced it with the guy that I worked with. So I had a lot of input. Pretty much most of the input was mine.
And he was fine with that?
It was cool.
All right. Now you're getting ready to record another album. Is there anything different that you are going to do from your first album to your second album? I'm
trying to expand the sound, and I'm letting go some control.
How hard is that?
It's actually been great because I really trust. I'm working with Pete Donnelly right now, who's in a band called The Figs, and he was in a band called NRBQ.
Okay.
And he just loves my songs just as much as me, and every instinct he's have, I've kind of had the same one, like a step behind. I'm like,
oh, okay. So you're in the middle.
Cool.
You're in the middle of recording some stuff now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That I didn't know. We're breaking some news here. Okay. Very cool. So, is it a different experience than the first time?
Yes. We're actually in a basement studio with. We're going kind of analog, and things are just very relaxed and calm, and there's Christmas lights everywhere. Okay. It's like a hipster studio that I love, with vintage guitar amps and everything. So.
Nice. Now you're doing a full album. Is it going to be the same as You've Got Me, where you have, I think, what is it, like 10 or 11 songs on there?
I'm shooting for 12 on this one.
You're shooting for 12. Why? And I ask this of all musicians because we're going through a little bit of a transition, and CDs are not selling as much, and you put a lot of time and effort into writing and producing a song. Would it be more advantageous for you as a musician to concentrate on a single song at a time than doing a whole album and then maybe having a number of songs just not get as much exposure as if you were just pushing them one at a time?
It's an interesting thought that I've been having too. And I have a hard time picking which songs would be single material. I honestly love every song. So I have so many to choose from, and when I do make an album, I think equally of all of them at that point.
Right.
So it's hard for me to think that way, but it would make sense because albums aren't selling the way that they used to sell. And
they're not.
It's very different.
You know, and you know, one of the things we try to do here is help the musicians, you know, as far as what are the trends that are happening in the music industry, because it's not... it's pretty costly to record a song and then put it on top of that an album.
Yeah.
You know, that it adds up, and to not get everything out of it that you put into it is something that I think, you know, all musicians have to think about, especially this day and age, because people are not paying for music like they used to when I was a kid and I had hair in my head. You know, so it's a different challenge that you have. You like that?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, okay.
Mike approves.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking for, is Mike's approval. So it's a challenge that you guys have to work on. Mm-hmm. So your thoughts on that?
Thankfully for me, I was able to fund my first album using Kickstarter.com.
Oh, nice.
So I raised a little over $2,000, and it ended up costing probably $5,000 at the end of it for packaging and just more studio time that I wasn't sure about. Mm-hmm. Which is exactly what I'm doing for this next album.
Another Kickstarter campaign?
I honestly couldn't afford to get the music out in a timely manner and go to a studio and work with other people. I wanted to almost home record everything, but I knew that the quality would suffer, and you get a lot from collaborating with people that you would never get by yourself.
Yeah. So, okay. So is your Kickstarter campaign still going?
It is live right now. There are 23 days left to pledge. The goal is $4,500.
Okay.
Because I knew how much it cost to work last time now.
Right.
And we're at around 1,500 now.
Okay, 23 days to go.
Yep, about one third of the way. Yeah,
that's pretty
I'm confident in
Okay, where can people go?
They can go to Kickstarter.com and just search Jeanette Lynne, and you'll see my last project, and my new project will be highlighted because it's live.
Very nice. All right, very good. Good luck with that. We'll promote that for you too.
Awesome.
We'll put that on our site, and we'll talk about it during the updates. We'll do a little countdown for you and encourage people to do that. Because a Kickstarter, I think, all these crowdfunding campaigns, I think, are a great way for people to get involved and to help out artists, because it gets very expensive, and unfortunately, CDs are not selling as much as they have. But let's move on to the next question here. Where can people find your music?
My first CD is actually on iTunes. You could still just search Jeanette Lynne. I also have a Bandcamp page with my first demo also is on there. And one of my newer songs is for free download on there.
Okay.
Called Wouldn't You Like That?
Okay, very cool. So that's there. Do you have a Facebook page?
Yep. Facebook.com/Jeanette Lynne.
Okay.
And I'm big on YouTube.
Okay.
So I put out a lot of videos.
Nice.
You can search Jeanette Lynne, or you can go to youtube.com/Jeanette Rocks.
Okay, very cool. And let's see. I guess then, where are you playing, or where can people see you? Got any shows coming up?
I do.
Going to your trusty phone to get all the information.
Fans in Town app right here.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Good plug.
There's I have 13 shows coming up, but in Philly, to help promote the Kickstarter and just get out there and play more.
Nice.
I'm playing a few dates at Love Park. They have the Christmas Village set up there.
Okay. Cool.
So on Black Friday, I'll be there at 5:00.
In the evening.
Yep. And at December 2nd, I'll be there. In Westchester at December 10th.
Well, hopefully it will warm up.
All over in Baltimore, I'll be playing the same Christmas Village setup.
Oh, nice.
On the 29th. I can't read for my life. And then on December 19th, I'm playing at Second State Lounge.
Okay, so you'll be inside for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be good.
So many
Hopefully
Philly
you won't have
songwriters.
frostbite on your fingers, especially with the way the weather is now.
I got to get those fingerless gloves, and my hands always cramp up. I've done it 3 years in a row, and it's just I get down to one finger for bar chords. I'm like, oh no.
Oh boy.
Just sing a cappella.
How long do you play for?
They give each artist an hour to fill.
Oh really?
So they have it up until almost Christmas. They have people there from noon to 7 every day.
Oh, nice. Well, it's a great place to get exposure.
Yeah.
Unless it's a crappy night and it's cold.
Yeah, rain. Miserable. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. All right, so you're going to be all over the place. Mm-hmm. Keep us up to date, because we want to put that stuff on our website to make sure people know where you're going to be at so they can hear you play.
Cool.
Okay, very good. I think we've got everything set to go here. So when you get your new album out, you're going to come back and talk about it, right?
Yes, I'll be here.
And premiere some songs.
Definitely.
And when your other bands start to develop, maybe we'll get you back for that too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, very good, Jeanette. Thank you so much for coming out and playing for us. We really appreciate that.
No problem.
All right, this is yourlocalnote.com. Of course, we've got another vidcast, a brand new one, coming up on Monday. And we've got another live vidcast on Monday. Actually, we got the Trestles coming in, so that'll be really cool. We've had them in a couple times, so we're looking forward to that. Remember, you can hear us on yourlocalnote.com on your phone if you download our app. for free. YLN is what you have to type in to the respective stores. We're streaming 24/7, nothing but the best music from the Philadelphia area and some of the best bands around. So check that out at yourlocalnote.com. Again, if it has to do with music in the Philadelphia area, you can find it on yourlocalnote.com. Wrapping things up with the song No Reason from the album You've Got Me. This is Jeanette Lynne on yourlocalnote.com.
Perfect's all I ever really asked you to be. Your bed is big enough for the both of us. I know that my bed's so small, yeah, we're better off on the floor. And I'm sure you like your coffee black, like the clothes that I wear. Lacing up my Converse, out on the town with you. 'Cause you've got something special I can't really put my finger on. You won't let me. Maybe after a few drinks you'll loosen up and start calling me baby. Maybe you've got something I want, and I've got something you don't. We're just the opposites, baby. No reason not to let me take you home. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, my folks split up when I was just a little kid. I know that your folks have stuck together since the day that they got hitched.